Dendro. Oh! Okay, so that's like a electrolysis. It's like a grappling hook. Almost. Oh.
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, what should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions? It looks like she's meditating or something. Oh, it's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least... Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is...
Oh, the typical main character passing for flashback.
Traveler? This is no time for a nap.
Whoa, okay, we're having a drug trip. Okay.
Are you sure it's not serious?
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh,
Thank
Green
goodness,
Amber.
Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Susmeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
Okay.
Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything, really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're taking. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more.
Butterflies and pods in the wall?
Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these.
Sorry, Master.
Now, The guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge. So, how are you doing? Feeling?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He's chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharville.
I already
Susmeru
informed
G.
Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to in hopes of asking directions. You two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few. Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
Yeah, the vision. I hate this. Can't you animate more?
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now,
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us
sure, let me fill you in. I originally...
further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain it. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude, if you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Ooh,
You're experiencing a similar sense, so even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to... The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. For now, I suggest you continue
It's the
taking your
gateway
medicine
time
each
getting
day,
the story.
and good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Are we just gonna ignore them and fuck off?
seriously? We just arrived. Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but, hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over... What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
The past, a memory.
Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you... Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains... Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can...
Can you rest for that? I hate if we could just...
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
Yesterday, total of 5 dusk birds.
All right, next let's see, right hand. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides,
But I have a vision too!
don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for...
Tenari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest.
Yes, you can.
So, Kale, Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now?
Well, a forest ranger's responsibility handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads. As for Master, well, yeah, today we can perform routine checks on the pathway. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Okay, hold on, because I did see the damsel thing. The one thing I learned from... Wait, now it's not showing up. Oh, of course. No. It was there, now it's gone.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
Well, that's a unique beast. I feel something.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good.
There's one. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
The statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then.
Paimon, I'll fly up with you and help you with those. By the way, Kale, do you know any...
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudav...
Huh? Oh, is that the name of...
Greater Lord Rukudavata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means to the people of Sumeru. She's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity. The sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in this. Well, and then...
You're not too...
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with...
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide it. Anyway...
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her... Sorry.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described.
Sorry.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes... So,
Well, after I returned to Susmeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler, and I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought...
so...
Yep, So please know that you two have I wish I could tell you more about the Ginger Archon, but I have been away for
That's all right. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Great.
Oh, I'm happy that was
So don't mention it. We are friends after.
You both have my thanks.
See, I don't like that. Why can't you just be like, actually say it? Seems claiming these syndrome things are tied to the. Okay.
Scatter!
Must be a way to like repair that or something. Oh, you're a neat creator. Oh. You're like a lion bird thing. Oh, fuck. They're not attacking though. That didn't mean no. What the hell is a pet? Higher yet? See, I hate being distracted, but when these things are anything I learned from Mizuma is you can't just ignore them.
Into the wind.
I'm really not seeing it.
Time to go.
Clearly missing something. It's not in the tree. Is it underground?
Fire hazard!
Okay, can't burn the branches. am I still climbing? See how that goes?
Happy
Following
to
orders.
oblige. The wind knows it. One with nature.
Welcome, welcome. Time for a light. Back to the count. I'm getting sick of this game.
The wind knows it. Time to go. Busted.
Basically makes a different change. Whereas for the fighting the 2E and other trolls. I'll figure out later. Easy way for me to remember it.
Wind strike.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? You might be right. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take...
Instead of actually cleaning it, we just have you cleaned it.
Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Let me see, because there's a statue. Okay, at least we're not getting more fucking stamina. Don't have to worry about that.
So many regrets.
Fuse is lit.
One with nature.
Scatter. Ooh, let me open it.
tower.
Up and away.
Polly, we're back!
Welcome back. You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did... Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides,
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. No, not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there. Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal...
Yay! Thanks, Kale!
Oh!
Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy...
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known... Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants. Sages from the Academia have written him many times, but Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. I know, right? Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the Academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher, helping the local. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita.
Really? Paimon would... Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little, but it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, why, oh why?
Hey! Don't laugh!
If I didn't die, you just throw an egg on me.
Hey! Now even Kale's... Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some primordial wrath!
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale.
No, I just...
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. Oh, well, it's getting late now.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry up?
Boundaries, Paimon? Sometimes you just gotta understand boundaries. If I'm predicting right now, this desert's basically going to be the opposite of Stormbearer Mountains, whatever it's called, you know. So we're going to build up a heat meter like in the Shiznei.
Ah,
No fight.
Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you...
Oh, Kale?
Oh, okay.
Right, we ain't done fucking day.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Polly, and still can't figure out what the problem might be.
Clearly she's been through something and doesn't like to be touched. It's not that fucking hard to figure out. Probably do want to take a photo of the big robot.
Ah, it's you two. I was just
Huh? Tighnari? What are you doing here?
I came to check on Kale's condition.
You mean she's sick? How could she...
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something... Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a...
So, Tighnari...
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale...
Oh, he does have a tail.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because, well, and honestly speaking, I was against, but she insisted.
So, Tighnari, what exactly...
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's...
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Susmeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first,
like this
the
girl that
afflicted may only feel
things,
mild
it's like
numbness
bark
on the
almost.
affected area of the
I
skin.
know what that is, I forgot the
However,
name though.
as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own...
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsier...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious... Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members.
What?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale... However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful. But her experience with the Fatui...
Oh, Paimon had no idea...
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday.
She doesn't need to apologize.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next... Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships.
Don't worry, Tighnari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she is... Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was... She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid... All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's past...
Yeah, we'd like to...
All right, but I must warn you two.
No problem.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as lunar lotus.
I
It's
think I picked
often
one up
used to
along the
help
way.
those afflicted with Elazar.
But yeah, there's something like that in
Hey,
real life.
Tighnari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Susmeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Susmeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then.
Why?
New Tapaima.
That's
Never bring up
stupid.
the topic of flowers with Kainari.
That sounds really stupid. Be straight up honest. I swear, if there's any of these fucking bouncing mushrooms of hitting multiple in an order. They ripped off a Tower of Fantasy. And I can say that, it's Tower of Fantasy has been out in China for 6 months. I think.
There should be lunar
So
lotuses
Terrafancy's done
growing
it first.
somewhere in this area. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, we'll rendezvous here once.
I don't know what they look like. Metaphor. But the sweet pop. Okay, so I'm looking for the ones in the pop. Okay. I'll gather more than 4 of them.
Alright, we've gathered enough lunar lotuses.
Time to go.
Maybe one of those counts.
Time to go.
Just don't see the big robot yet.
Hey Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari, someone's...
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just... Let's go find out what's going on.
So the 2 are in Susmeru. Oh, might as well get the teleport.
The wind knows me. Time to go.
Well, at least that's not
One with
unicorn.
nature.
Oh, I need more crystal junk.
The wind knows me.
That was still higher?
Time to go.
Still not seeing that giant robot. I just want to see the giant robot, goddammit. I bet it's in a fucking flashback. I might be missing something.
strike.
It's still way higher actually. It's so easy to get
Time to go.
see the icons.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Quietly now.
Time for a light jump!
Into the wind. Yeah.
More dissensions.
A fateful offering.
God damn it.
Time to go.
I have to go for this teleport. No, story. Let me focus on story. Because I can only see those in my map. Who do I need to kill?
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Susmeru. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Susmeru rain. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't...
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rain. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is,
That's right. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a... But you don't seem to carry a...
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she...
It seems the rumors about you are true. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the Withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Whoever you see, you never know what leader. I only knew one. I think I'm only going for one of them.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Check.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole
Well,
area
that kind of looks like the mud was in the chasm.
Even oh, Paimon does.
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering. Thank you. But I must warn you. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the wither... You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Guess it's what we're gonna take.
One with nature.
Fire hazard!
Guess when it starts filling up, I'm gonna start being affected. Is it recovering my health? Or is it that item? You don't want to fill out.
The wind knows me. One with nature.
It does slowly.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Time for a light show!
Why are you giving me a home? You're supposed to go into the fucking water.
Into the wind.
Gotcha!
destroy the tumors of the withering.
We did it! Everything...
Yes, thanks to you two.
Kainari? You make it sound like we did well, but...
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering, if that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants... This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already... And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase...
Huh? Well,
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from... No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Susmeru for millennia. It's... By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it... I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also... And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of it. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time. All right, that's enough on...
I wonder if that just means more of this erosion. Get this teleport point. I don't get what the Ender Trapper's so good.
We can do this!
Time to go. Run with me.
Archie, what in the Susmeru? Sorry, multitasking.
The wind knows me. Time to go.